Welcome to the latest FOC video. That's right, guys. Final Order Cutoff. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, you guys came to the right place. Hit that subscribe button. You're not going to be disappointed. So whether it's a blind bag, a new #1, a variant cover, you guys are going to want to tune into this video each and every week so you don't miss out on the latest and the greatest and the newest, hottest comic books getting ready to hit store shelves. Now, this is powered by my local comic shop, Comic Central, highlighting just some of the books that are coming out in about a month from now. So if there's anything on this list that you like, please jot it down, let your comic shop know, or pre-order it online so you don't miss out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started with this week's episode. All right, guys, so technically there is no DC Comics to discuss this week when it comes to the latest FOC. However, if you are going to my shop and you're in the Central Florida area at Comic Central, my shop will be opening an hour early at 10 a.m. for the release of Batman, Absolute Batman, issue 15. Obviously, everyone is anticipating Absolute Joker. I definitely will be there at 10 a.m. So now let's move on to the indie gems. So we have G.I. Joe. This is issue 17. So when it comes to this issue, and this is an absolutely phenomenal cover here, we got G.I. Joe, Cobra, and the Dreadnoks facing each other. Now, what this book actually promises is a crazy twist on the very last page of this. So I want to know in the comments below how many of you guys are enjoying this Dreadnought war so far. I think it's awesome. I think G.I. Joe has been really good. So yes, excited for that. Then we have Transformers. This is issue 28. Guess what, guys? Mirage and Bulkhead are back. So that's really cool. And then RC is going to make this crazy decision when it comes to herself here. Does this have to deal with what's his face here? Like, look at this cover, right? I was kind of like, oh my God, like, what's going on? Is she like being part of him? Is she combining with him? Like, what's happening right there? So I don't know. So really good series as usual. It never disappoints. And then we have Axicab. This is issue 1. This is like a one-shot book of like crazy horror stories that take place in a taxi cab. So you guys want to read that one? Let me know also in the comments below. Then we have Club Zodiac. This is issue 1. This is another book released from Keen Spot. They've been releasing quite a few comics, obviously due to the popularity of Mark Spears' Monsters. And then we have this interesting book. this is Skyclad, issue 1. This is a witch who I guess owns a strip club. And obviously, when it comes to strip club, there's going to be men, and it has to do with, I don't know if she's like seeking revenge on certain guys or whatever it is, but I don't know. I might check it out. And then we move on to Marvel Comics. We got Rogue issue 1. So this is the past catching up to Rogue. And this is obviously under the banner of Shadows of Tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, we've seen quite a few Rogue independent series as of late. We had the Savage Rogue or whatever it was, Savage Land Rogue. So it's not accustomed to see her have her own series once again, right? So nice covers here when it comes to this series. I don't know if I'll be grabbing the whole thing, but I'll definitely check out issue 1. And then we have Inglorious X-Force. This is issue 1. So here we go again. Another X-Men initiative and another X-Force book. How long do you give this one before it gets canceled? I don't know. We'll see. This one does seem a little bit darker. It has Cable involved, which I think is crucial for an X-Force book. He does have his old partner Boom Boom by his side. He also has Helverine and Archangel. So this could be something fun. Obviously, Cable has gone back in the past. He comes back. There's pieces of his memory missing. So obviously he has to solve certain things with this crew. So again, I will check it out and then we'll see how long the book lasts on my pull list. Are you guys excited about this one? Then we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 20. This is the book that has to deal with the Goblin or the Hobgoblin and the Goblin Slayer. So it looks like they're very much interested in taking out Norman Osborn in this story arc as of right now. Some great covers to choose from when it comes to the Amazing Spider-Man. I love this Lee Bermejo variant. That is awesome. All right, and then we have Black Panther Intergalactic. This is issue 2. Looks like Dr. Octopus is in this book. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to check out issue 1 or not. It just is what it is when it comes to Black Panther for me. There's never a book that I truly latch on to. There's never a story arc where I'm like, wow, this is really good. So I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up or not. I might. We'll see. And then we have Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger. This is issue 3. This is a very, I would say, unoriginal book, right? I mean, listen, we've had the Punisher, we've had Daredevil fight it off before, and when I read the first issue of this, I was kind of like, it's good, it's all right, but it's nothing really different. You got your gangs in there, and they're trying to combine their forces to take over Hell's Kitchen. So there's nothing really here that I'm going to sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to continue to pick this up. Only because there's just so many comics, right? Not that this is a poor comic. It's just something that we've seen many times. All right, and then we have Fantastic Four. This is issue 7. So this is the second part to the Invisible Woman, who is somehow, some way, like the most wanted woman in the universe. And it looks like at the end of that last issue, Galactus was after her. So what's the story there? What's in store for Invisible Woman? We'll see what happens. I think this is a really good series from Ryan North and Humberto Ramos, so I would suggest picking this up. Then we have Hulk Smash Everything issue 2. So if you want just a fun issue with dumb Hulk smashing everything that there is, pick this one up. And it looks like obviously he is in the Savage Land or maybe during the period of dinosaurs, and he is just literally kicking their asses. So if you like dinosaurs, if you like Hulk, this could be the book for you. So speaking of Hulk, we have Planet She-Hulk issue 3. So issue 1 was good. I still haven't read issue 2 yet. Still on the fence about continuing it, but I think I might check out issue 2. I think Stephanie Phillips writes it. Not a horrible book, not the greatest book, but I am a Jennifer Walters fan, so I tend to latch on to her books more often. And then we have Thor issue 6, or I should say The Mortal Thor. This is issue 6. Haven't read this series in a hot minute. I read the first issue of this second, I guess, act of Al Ewing's story arc. I thought it was okay, but nothing to really, get excited over. That's just me, though. If you're really enjoying The Mortal Thor, that's really cool. Then we got Wiccan, Witch's Road. This is issue 2. Listen, again, first issue of this was okay. They really focused heavily on Wiccan and Hulkling's relationship. I don't think they need to shove it in your face as much as they did. We know that they're together. We know that they love each other, and it just was overdone. But here, Wiccan's after a particular witch to see maybe if he can get his powers back. And it looks like they were captured. So what happens after that? I don't know. We'll see. But again, this is one of those books that it was okay. Nothing great, nothing fantastic. And so I'm going to pass on this. I need Marvel to kind of step up their game and say, you know what? This is why you should pick up my comic books. They're better than the other competition out there. And they're not. They lack behind DC right now, big time. And they lack behind Image Comics and a lot of other independent comic books. All right, next we have X-Men issue 24. This is Shadows of Tomorrow. So again, same thing. I'll check this out and see if we're going to do anything different with the X-Men at this point. Cool cover here with Magic on there and Storm. That's funny. You got the freaking kite being flown and Storm giving it the electricity. Really nice cover right here by Psylocke. They did these covers when X-Men was released earlier in the initiative or whatnot. And then we got this Emma Frost White Queen cover, Gambit cover. And then we move on to X-Men of Apocalypse issue 2. So if you're a fan of X-Men Apocalypse time frame, you probably like this, right? Pretty cool looking covers there. Beauty. That one's really interesting. That's different. The point of view of that is weird. And then you got this interesting Cyclops cover with the hair. All right. And then we got a few more indie gems before we close things out. We got The Witcher, Bloodstone. This is issue 1. So if you're familiar with the property, the show, the video game, you might want to check this one out. Got a couple different variant covers to choose from when it comes to this one. All right. Yeah. And then we have Bloodland. This is issue 1. This is another book by Ignition Press. It looks like it's the end of the it's like an apocalyptic situation when it comes to this comic book, and it has to deal with vampires. So if you like apocalyptic books or post-apocalyptic books and you like vampires, you might like this one, guys. So check it out. I think Ignition Press has been doing a pretty bang-up job with their comics. And then if you haven't checked out Voyeur issue 1 yet, this is your chance. This is the second printing of this comic book, and this one is done by Leah Williams. David Baldian is the artist, and it's a pretty book to look at, and I actually like the story here. All right, so there you have it, guys. What did you find? Was there anything on this week's FOC that you liked? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, guys, hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. There's more content right here for you to click on. And of course, guys, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on that next video.